Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with the last or the third part of my series of favorite tools or beauty tools. I did a part one where I talked about all my favorite eye makeup brushes, and then I did a part two where it was all about my face brushes, the must-have, and I mean, I go to the bare minimum. If I were to just narrow down my collection to my daily use, my daily staples, like my can't live without holy grail brushes, those are the ones that I'm talking about. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about my favorite beauty tools, the non-brushes. And this was a little tricky for me because I wouldn't consider any of these like, oh my God, die hard, you must have them, because it really depends on your makeup style. So I wanted to incorporate everyone's makeup style into this video. If you like to use glitter, if you're really simple, if you have a small collection, if you have a little collection, these are kind of products that you would cater or need based on your style of makeup or the size of the situation going on here. So the very first product that I want to talk to you guys about is going to be no surprise because I always talk about them, but these are the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths. I know makeup remover wipes are, everyone has them, every brand does them. The price can range from like $1 to like $10. They can be very expensive, they can be very cheap. Some of them can be very dry, some of them exfoliate. I have tried so many different brands, and the only brand that never lets me down is e.l.f. e.l.f. has two different kinds, so make sure that you're getting the Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths. These are very moistened, they're never dry. I use them to you know, if I have a spill, if I need to remove swatches, if I want to clean up areas of my face, they're very gentle on the skin. I really love them, but I think the reason I love them more is because they're $3 and you can get them at Target. They're wonderful. You could clean your tools with them. You could clean your station with them. They're just a multi-purpose. It's so handy and so multi-purpose, and it comes with such a cheap price tag that it's like, you'd be a fool not to use them, basically. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So I really like these, you guys. So that's definitely a beauty tool must-have. My other beauty tool must-have is a beauty blender. Nothing will ever compare to an actual beauty blender. I know it's $20, I know it's expensive and it's just a sponge, but this is a magic sponge. It is I'm sorry that I didn't clean it for you guys. I just did my makeup. It's usually pink, I promise. It's usually just pink. It is, oh my gosh. If you want flawless makeup application, you need a beauty blender, but you want to make sure that you take care of it. I know it's $20 and it's $20 out the gate. I kept my first beauty blender for 1 year and it was fine. I cleaned it, I took very good care of it. You know, I never had any problems with breakouts or with it getting contaminated or dirty or absorbing the liquid and wasting liquid. A lot of times people say like, oh, well, it's gonna soak up all my foundation and I'm just gonna throw money down the drain. But this is a special sponge. It's formulated in a way that once you wet it, all of the sponge molecules or whatever it's made of absorb the liquid, expand, and it doesn't allow for the product to get into the sponge. It sits on the sponge. And so you bump it into the skin and you get a flawless application. One of the reasons why I like this guy too is because it works well with powders as well. So I could do my foundation with it, and then if it's still damp, I could put it in some powder and put the powder on top, and it's not going to make it cakey or messy or gross. Like, it's a magic sponge. Like, there's no way for me to explain it. A lot of times people ask me like, well, how do you know when you need to replace it? Once the pores on the sponge tend to get bigger, and you'll see right away, like mine has like a little tiny tear right here and the pores are starting to get bigger, you just toss it and you get a new one. But if you take care of it with daily use, you could keep it, for daily use, you could keep it probably for 6 months, easy. I mean, you're the only one using it, so you want to make sure you take care of it. But I would avoid all of those tips about microwaving it and doing all that crazy stuff. Just wash it with hot water and soap, you guys. It's simple, super easy. Then of course I would suggest having either a Vera Mona color switch or a hair donut on hand so that you could wipe your brushes in between washes and you don't have to mix your colors together. So if you don't have time to wash your brushes like once a week or every 2 weeks or between colors or whatever, get yourself a hair donut or a Vera Mona. You know, wipe them clean on this textured sponge and you're good to go. Number 3. Tool number 4 would definitely be a good pair of scissors and a good pair of tweezers. I'm putting these together. I don't know why, probably because I use them for lashes, but if you get yourself a really good pair of like mustache scissors, and a good pair of tweezers, they're really multi-purpose. They're good for trimming your brows. They're good for cutting eyelash extensions or false eyelashes. They're good for putting on eyelashes, for plucking your eyebrows, for, I don't know, if you have a long nose hair and you need to cut it, you know. These are really good tools. Always make sure you have a really good brand of scissors and tweezers. A good brand doesn't mean expensive, it just means sharp. So you're going to get the precise cut or the precise pluck without damaging your skin. A lot of times if you don't have really good tweezers, and by good tweezers I mean sharp. If you don't have really sharp tweezers, you could cut yourself or pinch yourself and then you have a bump or a lesion where you were just trying to pluck a hair. So my favorite brand of tweezers is Tweezerman. I've had the same pair. This is actually a new pair that I just got. I still have my same pair for 6 years. I have it in my sink in my bathroom, and that's what I use just to, if I have like a random stray hair, because you guys know I don't have very much eyebrows, like they just don't come in, but I'll do get that crazy 1 or 2 hairs that I need to remove. And I've had the same tweezers for like 6 years. So a good pair of scissors, mustache scissors, and tweezers. I forgot to mention, since we were talking about false eyelashes, is a really good eyelash glue. Find an eyelash glue that works for you. A lot of people use Duo. Makeup artists for histories, for ages and ages and ages and ages have used Duo. It's a great brand. I personally am sensitive to it. I'm not allergic to latex, but I'm sensitive to that glue. And I don't get a reaction. My eyes just get a little watery and it smells really strong for me. My lash glue of choice is the Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive. It's like $4 at CVS. I really like it, and no way are your eyelashes popping off. No way. It's really, really strong hold. I really like it. And it's not a black one. I know some people recommend like getting the dark glue. This is a clear one and it's really clear. It doesn't look clumpy or anything. I'm wearing eyelashes today and you can see it's pretty invisible. Speaking of eyelashes, you need a good eyelash curler. And for this one, I'm not even gonna tell you which, okay, I'll tell you. This is the Tarte one, but it depends on your eye shape. It depends on the thickness of your eyelashes. It depends on your frequency of use. It depends if you're one of those rebels that puts mascara on and then curls your lashes. So you need a good eyelash curler, but it all depends on your lifestyle and face or eye shape. So a lot of you swear by the Shiyumura brand because, you know, you have almond shaped eyes or your eyelashes are a different, they grow in a different direction. I personally, my holy grail eyelash curler is an eyelash curler from Mary Kay that I got like 15 years ago. But I think my son got a hold of it and I can't find it. So I replaced it with this one. It's good, but it's not life-changing. So find yourself an eyelash curler that works for you and you'll notice such a big difference in the way your eyes look. Then let's talk about lips. And for lips, these aren't really tools. I mean, I guess these were makeup products, but because they're colorless, I thought I would consider them a tool. A first one is a lip primer, and a lip primer is something that's going to hydrate your lips and is going to create a smooth canvas, and it's going to prolong the wear of your lipstick or lip liner. My favorite is the MAC Prep+Prime one. It just comes in like one of these like skinny lipstick types, and it's really cool because you put it on and it feels like chapstick, and then it gets really sticky and then it dries. And you'll notice that even though it doesn't make a big difference in the way your lipstick applies, it does make a big difference in how it looks and how long your lipstick lasts. The other lip product that I wanted to suggest is an anti-feathering lip pencil. This is just like a wax pencil that you reverse line your lips. So instead of lining my actual lip line, I go below my lip line and I line my lips, and it prevents looser or more liquidy products from bleeding out. It keeps them in. It's almost like a corral or a gate for looser lip products like OCC lip tars or the lip glazes from LA Girl, I think is the brand. So that's that. I have two. I use the one from Milani and I use the one from Makeup Forever. I don't notice a difference between the two. I honestly think they're the same exact thing. The one from Urban Decay, Ozone, I don't like that. It doesn't work at all. And the last two products that I want to share with you are definitely must-haves. The first one is a really good sharpener. You need a really good sharpener. You will not know the power of a beautifully sharpened eyeliner or lip liner or how beautiful they can look without a really sharp point. So make sure you have a really good pencil sharpener in your collection. It can't be like a school sharpener. It can't be an office sharpener. It has to be for makeup products, and preferably one that has the standard hole and the big hole. Whenever I say get yourself a good pair of, I always mean sharp. So you want a sharp pair of scissors, you want a sharp pair of tweezers, you want a sharp sharpener. Do you see what I did there? Sharp sharpener. So you want a sharp sharpener so that it doesn't break your pencil. It just removes just the perfect amount of wood or wax and leaves the perfect amount of product there without wasting it. This is the Grindhouse from Urban Decay. I literally I find an excuse to talk about this sharpener. It's a really good one. And then the last one that I wanted to talk to you about is, I don't know if it's a must-have, but it's such a multi-purpose product that I thought it would be a good idea to mention, and that's Max Fix Plus. And this is such a multi-purpose product. You could use it to remove any powderiness after you do your foundation. You could use it to wet your brush to apply pigment or glitter to your eyes. You could use this product as like a hydrating primer before you apply your foundation. This could also be the moistening agent that you use to make your NARS Extra Dimension blushes wet, you know? So it's a really good moistening agent to have in your collection to do multi-purpose things. So instead of having like a separate pigment glue and a separate vitamin spray and a separate moistening or spray bottle for brushes to wet a brush or to apply a pigment, or you hear my dog? And if you're not sure if you're gonna like this, they have a little tiny half bottle. It's so cute. It's like a little fluffer stumper, tiny little bottle that you can try and see if you're gonna like it. It's not that expensive either. So I think these are all the beauty tools that I would suggest you guys having in your collection. And like I said, you don't need all of these. These would be basically catered to your makeup style. I know some of you are like, I'll never touch a loose pigment. I'll never touch a glitter. So there's some things that you could skip. A lot of you don't even curl your lashes. Like my friend Samantha, she never curls her lashes. She doesn't have an eyelash curler. So these are just like a general list of suggestions. I will list them all in the description box below. I will also link the ones that I personally use in case you guys are curious to try them. And I think that's it. This is the last part of this 3-part series. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will also link the 2 other videos that I did with my favorite face brushes and my favorite eye brushes in case you guys are curious or you missed it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!